Damon Madsen joins us once again, and hey, you're keeping us weather ready.
Trying our best anyway. Yeah, we know it's going to be a messy one out there. You got everything locked down, ready to go?
Just about.
Okay.
Just about. I mean, I'm ready to go, but
yeah.
You know, I probably could have done a couple of things ahead of time, but well, I'm positioned well.
That's all we can hope for everybody else too. And hey, the good news is this is just going to be mostly a snowfall event. I know we've talked about ice over the last couple of storms. That can get a little more complicated, but we're gearing up for that snowy mess that's coming this evening, folks. Again, no snow falling as of yet. We've had a very quiet morning, now stretching just barely into the early afternoon in the district and across much of the DMV. But from here on out, we are expecting these dry conditions to end, and we'll start to see things deteriorate as we go late in the day. Here is the culprit. That storm system is slowly pushing from southwest to northeast. So we're just now seeing that snowfall enter into the picture here in the DMV with heavier precip just down into West Virginia, Kentucky. Notice how it's not all blue as you drift south and west. There is a little bit of a mixed element, but we are expecting to stay cold enough here in the DMV that for the most part, this is just going to fall as snowfall. But here we have that radar. Again, a closer view here. Just a few flakes showing up in Winchester, Front Royal, and the line between that steadiest snowfall and nothing is right across Fredericksburg, Culpeper, drifting into St. Mary's County. And this will slowly bubble up to the north as we go over the next couple of hours, which sets that start time to around 1, 2 o'clock for most of us with this snowfall beginning. And at the start, well, it will be on the lighter side of things. Here we are, 1 o'clock. Notice how that snow has creeped up toward Prince William, Fauquier counties. Still not quite snowing in D.C., but by no later than 3, just about everybody finally starts to see at least that light snowfall here in the light blue color. But notice we start to see some bands of steadier snowfall in this dark blue color drifting up from the south. So portions of Virginia, south of I-66 into southern Maryland, you'll start to see that steady snowfall as early as 3 to 4 o'clock. Now up into the D.C. metro, not great timing here. We're going to start to see the steadiest snow right about that evening rush hour time frame, 4, 5 o'clock. There's that dark blue working around the Beltway, the I-66 corridor. As you go north up I-270 up toward Hagerstown, Frederick on Interstate 70 there, snowfall looks to stay light, but don't get me wrong, things will still get a little bit messy even where it's only that light snowfall continuing into the evening time. There we go, 6 o'clock, still looking at quite a steady snow across most of the area. Now, check this out. As we head on towards 7 o'clock, there is the possibility that we get a brief bit of mixing through the late evening, early into the night here. This would be sleet trying to come in with some of that snow. It would knock down overall snowfall amounts by the end of this event, but really this sleet would actually make things a little bit more difficult as it could get icy and slushy thanks to that snow sleet mixture out on some of those roadways. So yeah, things will still be messy well into the night. Here we are at midnight, still some snow falling, but soon after, there we go. We start to clear things out heading into Wednesday morning, but don't get me wrong, those roads will still be quite a bit messy, especially where crews aren't quite able to get to some of that snowfall. So here's a final call with those snowfall amounts. Again, generally speaking, you'll see less snow, 2 to 5 inches as you drift just north of D.C. and I-66, but through the district and areas south, a general 4 to 6 is most likely in terms of that snowfall amount, with higher amounts up toward 8 inches possible into Spotsylvania and Orange counties. Now, we're not done. We could see an icy mix then late tomorrow going into Wednesday night before things finally start to quiet down for a moment as we head on toward the end of the week.